Hello, today I'll read Joshua chapter 20. In chapter 19 it was about, it finished with the allotment, with the territory, and now let's see what's next. What is missing, or let's continue. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Tell the Israelites to designate the cities of refugee, as I instructed you through Moses, so that anyone who kills a person accidentally and unintentionally may flee there and find protection from the avenger of blood. When he flees to one of these cities, he is to stand in the entrance of the city gate and state his case before the elders of that city." Wow. "Then they are to admit him into their city and give him a place to live with them. If the avenger of blood pursues him, they must not surrender the one accused, because he killed his neighbor unintentionally and without malice aforethought. He is to stay in that city until he has stood trial before the assembly, and until the death of the high priest who is serving at that time. Then he may go back to his own home in the town from which he fled." So they set apart Kadesh in Galilee, in the hill country of Naphtali, Shechem in the hill country. Let's write it. So Kadesh in Galilee, in the hill country of Naphtali. Shechem, or in Romanian translation, Sichem, but Shechem, in the hill country of Ephraim. And Kiryat Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah. On the east side of the Jordan, of Jericho, they designated Bezer. In the desert on the plateau, in the tribe of Reuben. Ramoth in Gilead. In the tribe of Gad. And Golan in Bashan, in the tribe of Manasseh. Any of the Israelites or any alien living among them who killed someone accidentally could flee to these designated cities and not be killed by the avenger of blood prior to standing trial before the assembly. Was very interesting, those cities. They were like a prison, but a prison like semi-prison. Prison in semi-free region or something like that in Romania, or yeah, but no, it was more free than semi-free. I mean, it was like they could live in the town but not leave that city. death of the high priest, we will see, or and then they could be free at all. I mean, but before that, if they would run from that city, if they would leave that city, and if the Avenger would come, and they were not in the city of escape, they could be killed, and the Avengers would have no guilty, because it was very weird. The Avenger could kill the one who, yeah, it was very weird law. I mean, how can you put their justice into your hand and make justice? It was like a wild, but still, yeah. I don't know why it was something like that, but there was something, and we must see this. Maybe it was not that accurate like it is now, or even if, yeah, it is better, but it's still weird. Some people to live for all their lives in prison cells, and it's very weird. Okay, yeah, but there is still a kind of living, even if, yeah, you're alive, you're in this life, and you're in prison. You can, if you were very bad or something, closed in a prison cell and do almost nothing. I mean, yeah, maybe hard work. No hard work. They were for not so dangerous criminals, or I don't know. Yep. To live and with a sentence in front of you, and but still you are alive. It's very weird, the situation in the prison. I was just retained because I was in the war in Ukraine, and they retained me in a prison cell about 36 hours, something like that, and I felt a bit, I mean, how long I will stay here? What am I doing? What is happening? I don't want, or I don't know, to live out my life in a prison. And it was very, maybe I could, it wasn't, I didn't feel, but I felt a bit. I want to go out. I was praying in that prison. So even if there was another person there, but um, God, I want to go. I don't want to stay here anymore. I'm full rested. Full. I was not full. I didn't say like that, but I want to go to Mariupol, or to see the real war. Yeah, but that feeling that it was like a real war. A real war. It's not just shooting. It's about restrictions. It's about militaries. It's about lots of things. That means a war. It's not just a battlefield, but it's all the country in a in alert, or and with very restrict things. And yeah, I even if I was not in the battlefield, I was in some small towns uh, there, but they were shooting drones or something like that. It was I have seen buildings destroyed and bombed, and even cars, even truck or something with yeah, they were burned. I mean, it was nothing left, only rust. I had some pictures, and but still, yeah, was very. And to see the people thinking they were they are suspecting you, or some of them they are merciful. They became merciful. Uh, and they were there. We were. I was there too. We were there together. I was there together with them on the metro stations, staying there like a survivor, and it was very cool, very something new, something that I never experienced it before. Even if I experienced by walking, there was a warm place, and it was more than okay than sleeping outside in the rain or under a, I don't know, if you find something, if you don't, on a wet clothes, and very, or on winter with or in the forest night, and or on the mountains in the storm, and you cannot sleep. Even if you want, you must walk. You must walk, not just one step, two step, 1 kilometer or two, but all the night until the morning, or until you find something that you can sleep. And if you don't find it at night, and if it depends on the weather. If it's very hot outside, and if you lost the time of the night by sleeping, and if you lost, you cannot sleep during the day. I tried. I mean, it's very hot. It was very hot in August in Istanbul, or I couldn't sleep. It was very hot. I couldn't sleep during the day. And and during the night it's very nice. It's that a bit cold, and you can walk more and more. I mean, on the summer, on the summer when it's sun and when it's hot, to walk, it's a bit more tiring, and more you're sweating maybe, and it's more difficult. But at night, during the night, it's a bit cold maybe, or depends, colder than the night, the day, and a beautiful view with stars, and you can walk more and more and more, and you want to walk at night and to sleep at day, or I don't know, because okay, let's continue the Bible. Sorry. Yeah, about these cities, to be in that prison, it's a way of living. It's restricted, but you're still alive, and you can talk with God. You can pray, and if you're a Christian, you don't waste your time even there. Even there, you can have a relationship with God, even in a prison cell. So yeah, with God is very wow. I mean, it doesn't matter wherever you are, you can have a relationship with God, and you can find God everywhere. I mean, God can come there, and you can feel peace and happiness, and like maybe you rarely felt even at the church, maybe because of the situation made you to pray more and more to God, and more, maybe more concentrated on God. God, I want you. God, please escape me. And God likes that connection. I mean, if you have that connection with God, there is not just a monologue or something. I mean, it's a connection. You're connecting with God, and of course that God will come to you with that connection, because you are connected with God, and yeah, you're not just a gift, but you receive. That means a connection. You receive it's a line of communication. Different modes or different, yeah. Maybe not always with tone, with I mean with language that with hearing, and that tongue, and but God can make you feel what He wants, make you feel what He wish that you to wish, that you to have in your heart, into your heart, what God wants for this earth, and or for your purpose. I mean, because God gives a purpose to everyone, and yeah. Okay, that was the chapter. It was the chapter with the prison, but yeah, I finished the chapter. Let's end the story. May the God bless me, protect me, and delight me in the next chapter too. And if you want to, receive me there too. God bless you, Alan. Goodbye.